Hello, everybody. Welcome to the review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 11. Yes, I've been hit with copyright, and I was going to stop doing reviews. But you can't keep a good trend down, my friend. And I am back. I am back because the hype is super real right now. The hype is so real, I can't begin to explain it. I have literally watched the show, the latest episode, 3 times now, when it aired without subtitles and then with subtitles and then again with subtitles just before I did this review, because it is too amazing not to. I'm sorry, but this episode is just so Dragon Ball. It feels like Dragon Ball. And before we start, I just have to say, I love Super Saiyan God. I love the Super Saiyajin God. It is amazing. I loved it when I first saw it. The thin body, the glowing red aura, the red hair, the black and red eyes. It's just amazing. I can understand why people may prefer the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyajin. Yeah, no, I just mixed it up. Don't care. But I have always favored the Super Saiyajin God version. And that is true. That is fact. Anyway, let's get to the review. It starts with Bulma complaining about the ship because the ship has been wrecked. So she's trying to find Goku. They lost Goku and Beerus. Of course, they can't sense God, so they don't know where they are. So they are searching for them blindly. And they happen to Bulma happens to mention, why don't you guys just fly if you want to find him so badly? And Gohan goes on to say, which I remember ZZ Toasty in his review, which I haven't seen many reviews before this, except Geekdom and ZZ Toasties. I remember in ZZ's review, he said that he didn't understand why everybody was flying. Well, here you go. They're all tired from getting their ass handed to them by Beerus minutes ago. So that's happening. Then Beerus and Goku just look at each other, and the fight goes into, like, hyperdrive right away. Goku, he just, he fakes Beerus out with an awesome little hit. I like that a lot. I mean, there was some punches and stuff beforehand, but, I liked how Goku just kind of like, he looked like he was coming in the front, and then Beerus goes to attack, but then then Goku shows up behind him, and then just bam, smacks him. Then they just go into a barrage, a flurry of punches, and it's just amazing. The battle here is just amazing. So Beerus, after this amazing battle, Beerus creates another sphere, a sphere of destruction, mind you, where he's like, you can't dodge, you can't throw this one away. This one has to be taken head on. And I just got to go into this real quick to understand. This is one of my favorite scenes in the episode. One of many. I'm gushing. One of many favorite scenes right here is where Goku grabs the ball and he's pushing it, but he can't do anything. He can't throw it. He can't deflect it. He can't even dodge it. So he grabs it, and he uses the power, the ultimate power of the Super Saiyajin God to just compress it. Do you understand what this means? Goku just compressed full-on energy, full-on ki. Goku literally compressed a ball of energy to the point where it explodes around them and it creates beautiful fireworks, which lets Bulma and the gang find him no problem. But the scene here is just so epic. The way he's just squeezing and then eventually just pops. It's amazing. And let me just add, this episode's animation, perfection. I don't want to hear anything else. If you pause it, go screw yourself, go watch something else, go watch a movie, because that's the only thing you're going to be pleased with. Because animation looks bad in between shots. That's how it works. That's how animation works. The only one you could ever complain about is episode 5. But that is it. All the other ones are nitpicking. There's a few issues here, but who gives a freaking care? This episode is amazing. It looks amazing from start to finish. So Goku just creates this explosion around them by exploding, and they finally find it. And something funny happens here where Gohan's like, wow, that's the power of my father. And then Goten's like, wow, he's so strong, so cool. And Gohan's like, man, he's amazing. And he's like, wow, and Piccolo, I think it was Piccolo, he says that they're even. And Goku Goku's son, is like, no, I don't think they're even. I bet my dad's already surpassed him. Also, I should mention, Goku has now bitten Beerus, so he continues his little trend of biting enemies. So now Frieza, Boo, and I think there was more. Maybe as a kid, I think he bit people too. We're just going for adult. But Frieza and Boo, I'm not sure if he bit Cell. I don't think he did. But now Goku has officially bitten into all of his enemies, except for Cell maybe. He may have done Cell. I haven't seen the Cell saga in freaking years. Anyway, then Goku goes on to say, Beerus, you're obviously holding back. You're not showing me all your full strength. And Beerus is like, oh, you caught me. Then we go to a scene where it shows the Kais talking and the fusion of Kibito Kai and Supreme Kai say, it seems like Beerus is holding back. Why would he do that? And Supreme Kai says he's trying to get Goku's full power to show. He wants to make sure he's going at full strength before he completely murders him. But that basically Supreme Kai Kibito fusion is like, why? And then old Kai just says, for fun. That's the only reason. This is why Beerus is the most fearsome god in the universe. Then Goku's like, I understand what you're doing now. When you become as strong as you are, you want to fight somebody with your full strength, but it's hard because nobody's as strong as you. This pisses Beerus off, where he's like, that's enough. I don't want to hear this. You would not understand me. Don't try. And he does this amazing move where he just gets Goku in the back and he surrounds his body with the glowing aura. Not a good aura. An aura that is emanating from Beerus, where he just knocks him forward. Then Goku falls forward. Beerus appears underneath him. He knocks him. He throws him into the air. He keeps shooting him with this amazing ki blast. And this is just one of the many moves in this episode Beerus does. And I cannot wait for the next Dragon Ball Z game, because the next game Beerus is in, there's not going to be any of that full power energy blast BS that he had in Xenoverse. No, he's going to have these moves, I'm pretty darn sure, because it'd be a waste not to. So Beerus just throws Goku down. He's taking him down to an island in the middle of the ocean with his hand on his face, just about to destroy Goku completely. He even tells him, are you going to be able to stop this? And Goku's whole body is just emanating this glow. And then they hit Impact. The Impact is amazing. Even Gohan, who just said his father's better than Beerus at this point, is like, oh my god, my father, what happened? Like, can you imagine that move in a video game? Beerus is going to be OP as heck when the game comes out, when the next Dragon Ball Z game comes out. Straight up. Is like the moves that he does in this show, that's not even the best thing he does, but that's one of the top things. So then we go on to see Goku and Beerus on the island. We find out that Goku had managed to somehow get away from the attack before he hit Impact. So at some point, Goku tended to move from Beerus's hand and freed himself, because from what Beerus said, if he did not, he would have been obliterated into many, many pieces. This is the point where Goku is he's tattered, he's beaten. He doesn't have really much of a chance at this point, it seems. And Beerus, I want to mention this right here. Beerus ends up saying Super Saiyajin Godo a lot. And the reason he's doing this, I'm going to say, is because he's trying to drive home the point. He wants to fight a Super Saiyajin Godo. He does not want to fight anybody weaker than that. So he just starts saying his name repeatedly. Then he starts to punch Goku. He's like, I'm just sleepy. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. So 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 sleepy that he just wants to go to bed and he just wants to finish this fight now. Then Goku's like, fuck you, bitch. And he hits him in the head with his fucking headbutt. Then he uppercuts him straight up. And he's like, ha, I got this shit. But Goku could feel the pain in his hand just from punching Beerus. He could feel the power. And Beerus is a little impressed, but then he's like, no, I'm not really impressed. But that's all you got. I'm going to continue to show your ass up. This is another move, a perfect move that would be great in a Dragon Ball game or just part of his fighting attack. He's saying that's not enough to get to my level. And then he just takes Goku. I don't know how. He probably throws him. They don't really show this part. This is where they show the group, and they're like, what's going on? You see Goku floating in midair, and all of a sudden Beerus just starts to punt him up into the sky. Just bam, 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 headbutt, 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 all the way. So harsh that he literally takes Goku up into the atmosphere, into space. And Goku, you can feel the pain on Goku's face. You can see it. And Goku's face is just like pop, 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 again and again. This is a crazy move. I love it. Like, Goku is just getting his ass handed to him to the point where he's even knocked out in space almost. Then Beerus is like, okay, get up, enough rest. We got to continue this. So then Beerus does another amazing thing, something that I think should also be in the game. Man, forget all that, just that energy sphere of destruction being his ultimate attack. This should be like, if he has 2 supers, this should be one of the supers. Again, drop that multiple blast BS, because he creates this interesting little sphere that looks like a tiny little ball of ki with just like so much little white little rings around it, and he just plays like it's a soccer ball. He starts kicking it. He starts to use his head, his tail to just play with it. And this sphere obviously has power. Goku can see it when he sees that attack. He sees how powerful it is. And Goku just and Beerus is just using it like a plaything, to the point where it's like, you forced my hand this time. This time, you can't dodge this one. You can't kick this one away. You can't destroy it. You can't crush it into a million pieces. This is going straight for the earth. This is what I gotta do to show you the power of a god. And this is what I'm gonna do to end you. And then Goku's like, do human lives mean nothing to you? And Beerus is like, and he says, rightfully so, this is a battle between 2 gods. Do human lives even compare? You can see the anger, the anguish, the evilness in Beerus' eyes. And then he proceeds to Pele that shit down into Goku's face like pop. Goku's like, what is he going to do? He moves out of the way, and then bam! Ki blast, destroys it. And the explosion shows that this thing packed the wallet. If you remember, he destroyed a planet, Beerus destroyed a planet in like episode 2 with just like a tiny little ball of ki. This looked very similar to that, but a little bit better. Then Goku's like, I'll just destroy it. Then Beerus is like, okay, you want to destroy it? He creates a whole bunch of them, a whole wall of them. He's like, can you stop this one? Goku in normal old Goku fashion, like, I'm going to show you what I got. He gets this amazing Super Saiyan God aura, and you just feel the power in Goku. You can feel the moment that he starts to power up, and a great little fisheye looking lens with Goku getting more powerful. Then Goku's like getting ready for it. He's like, I got this, Beerus. I'm going to knock the shit out of these blasts. Gotta calm down. And Beerus is getting a little excited at this point. He's like, this guy, he may have what it takes. So here comes another soccer kick where he just jumps, if you want to jump in space, and kicks that mother. And like hundreds, if not thousands, of these little tiny little white ki balls just start to come at Goku. And Goku starts to create a Kamehameha, the greatest Kamehameha I've seen in the way. He just shoots it. And the blast, they're all hit by it, and he just has that triple take that they do. They're like, it's ha ha ha, and he just bam, he explodes all these amazing little ki balls. Even Beerus looks impressed at this point, and you see a nice explosion. You can feel the power, the heat. Goku feels pretty proud at this point. He's like, heh, I got this shit. I am Goku. Well, that's when Beerus brings him back to Earth. Figuratively and literally, in the greatest moment in this whole episode. Beerus is like, well, this is too bad. And he straight up pushes his fingers, his entire hand, into Goku's very side, taking out his organs more than likely. You can see the color pale in Goku's skin. You can see his eyes get smaller, his pupil grow tiny. Then Beerus says, it was a mistaken identity problem. You were not the Super Saiyan Godo I thought you were. And Goku just falls. At this moment, whether you know it or not, you could feel Goku's breath taken away from him. You could see him drop in the fire that continues to burn, where Beerus just chopped through his entire body. Is still glowing, and as Goku drops these sparkles of Super Saiyan Godo power, just to show the power waning and dripping from his very body as he just falls into the ocean. Even Vegeta, everybody sees this. The only person who doesn't really react is Vegeta. Then Goku's in the ocean. He's falling. He's falling. And this kind of reminds me of when he fought Frieza and he was in the ocean and he started thinking about all his loved ones. Except this time, it wasn't that. It was the will to fight. The excitement that welled up inside of him. The thought that Beerus was so strong. The music here is so beautiful. It just fits the mood so well. You can see Goku. It looks like he's a goner. He's dead. But Goku's like, no. This isn't it. And he wakes up with his eyes open. And he has this powerful glow about him. And he shoots out of the water. Before anything, Vegeta grins. He knows Goku's still better than him, even though he said that he would surpass him in episode 2. He did not lose that character development from the end of the Buu saga. He still understands his place. He just won't ever really explain it. But Goku starts to get powerful. He starts to heal himself with a godly aura, which actually makes sense if you consider the fact that he is a god. Gods can obviously heal somebody. That's straight out the Bible. So Goku's excited. He shoots back up, and he creates a rainbow when he shoots back up. That's how you know how serious this is. And you can see the aura. I am going to guess. I don't know if this is still a thing or not, but I'm going to guess Goku got a huge power boost from this after near death, because that's a thing that Saiyans do. And even he shows that he's more powerful in this instance. The aura is even more beautiful, more glowing than ever. Even Beerus is impressed. Then Goku's like, okay, Beerus, let's keep going. It seems now I could show you even greater abilities. The real power of a Super Saiyan God. Then Beerus is like, well, very well then. I'll show you my power as well. Then the episode ends. What an ending. What an ending, I gotta say. What an ending. What an episode. This episode was just amazing. I was gushing the entire time because just is too great. I should also mention the moment when Goku hit that Kamehameha. It reminded me of when he did it with Vegeta. The intensity, the power, the straight up visual of him shooting that Kamehameha into the sky or into the space. And the next episode is going to be even better. Beerus and Goku are going to nearly destroy the universe with their power, which I'm sorry. At this point, you can't say GT is stronger than a god. I'm sorry to the Dragon Ball Nation. I just don't see it. If the battle of two gods can nearly put the entire universe in danger, I don't see how GT could be any stronger than a god, because the universe was never in danger from the point of their fighting in GT. So I think it's fair to say that Super Saiyan God is a lot stronger than GT characters. By how much, we don't know. Maybe not as strong as a fusion, but definitely it's up there. But that's it for the episode. One thing I want to mention at the end that I thought was very interesting is Vegeta's looking up, but Whis comes down to Vegeta and he's talking to him. And he does something. He puts his staff on the ground. I wonder what that's going to entail or what that's going to do. I wonder if Champa's ever going to show up anytime soon. Maybe at the end of the fight, because in the manga he's already been shown like 3 times. Well, now he's kind of leaving, so he'll be gone in the manga too. But the next fight is going to be amazing. I can't wait for next week. It's just, I'm so impressed. Goku, there's a part that looks like Goku's like has his guard off, and then Beerus goes to chop him, but then he's like, nope, no way, bitch, and he hits him anyway. And then you got that awesome moment where Beerus and Goku are just flying at each other. It's amazing. Anyway, that's my review. That's the end. Also, I know I said I wasn't doing any more reviews anymore after all the copyright strikes. Those videos are gone. But this video was up. I got original artwork going on somewhere as I'm talking. So they can't get me for that. I drew that. I painted that. I did it all on my own. The voice is mine. I'm going to play it safe and not even use any music in this one. But that's my review, people. I'm out. Dr. Tran's back doing the reviews. And if it's going to be like this exciting every week, I'm going to keep doing them. I only stopped because I lost interest in even like talking about the show. But this is just amazing. Don't complain about the animation because the animation was flawless. The fight was flawless. I want to mention one thing real quick before I cut this out. In the movie, Goku lost his Super Saiyajin Goldo powers. I think that they're not going to do that now because it would make no sense as far as the next level goes. And now that he can write this out more proper, it makes sense that Goku wouldn't actually lose the power yet. Instead of losing the power like he did in the movie where he kept fighting, they had this moment where Goku is nearly put into death's door and he falls to the earth. Just like in the movie, but he comes back, but it's not, this time it wasn't a big key ball to make Goku come back to life. It was the fact that he was killed and then brought back to life through his own fighting spirit, through his own god powers. He healed himself. The divine powers of a god. It makes sense. So he shoots back up, and now we're getting into the second half of the fight, where in the movie it nearly put an end to the battle. This is going to be amazing. The next episode, the universe is going to crumble. I can't wait. You can't wait. I know you can't wait because everybody's loving this. If you love Super right now, you love it. I'm sorry. There's no other explanation unless you are a pessimistic crybaby. I'm sorry I said it, but this is amazing. GT has been destroyed. I'm sorry. GT is not as good as Super in my opinion. I like GT, and it's got some cool stuff, but even though this is moving slow, I think that I like the way Super's going already. Beerus is amazing. Beerus has been made more ruthless, more destruction-like. Beerus just feels like the god of destruction. You can see it. He doesn't care if he kills Goku. You see, he just wants to fight. At this point, he didn't feel he had that fight. So he was happy to kill Goku because he wasn't the guy he was looking for. But now Goku has become the one he's looking for. Now Beerus is going to take it serious. And next episode, Beerus gets an awesome new purple aura. Not really new. Neither was the god. We've all seen it. But the purple aura is coming out of Beerus next time. So we're going to see that 70% get to use next time. I can't wait. I don't know if you can. But this has been the review. I'm out.